Alright, let's take a look. Alright. Oh, wow, and right off the bat, I'm just gonna let you guys see this real quick. So right off the bat, if you pay attention, we have two crossings on this map, which is an oddity. It's out of place. You don't normally see two crossings on this map. So Tsuyo Farmer spawning as yellow up here at 12 on the north side of this map, and if you can't notice, orange MrMorec over here. This is uh This is really interesting because of the dual river thing. I mean, one player might make safe on this crossing and not recognize the threat of this crossing over here being there. Like that. It's going to be hard to scout this, because both players are going to find this crossing very quickly, and they might just assume that there is no other crossing for them. And if you're just tuning in, welcome. This is the first match of the first round of Shang and Shambles, a 1v1 tournament, so settings are going to be identical across all matches, all games played. This is a best of 3, and it's going to be Shang, one-on-one, rivers, medium map size. So get used to this. There's a lot of strategy involved with this map and setting. Players are going to be fast, so you need to be making safe. You need to be controlling these crossings, controlling the river for the food source. And then in Bronze Age, Shang has a lot of options for that Bronze Age unit roster. Now, the interesting thing here is the berries The hunt are being lured in for MrMorec. We'll see if Tsuyo is able to push his gazelle patch in. He's going to have a little disadvantage here. His gazelle patch is kind of hidden behind this. We'll see if he catches that. He does have this elephant right here to lure if he needs it. MrMorec also has access to an elephant, and it looks like he scattered his gazelle, which is a bit of a shame. You never really want to do that. Maybe it was too close to the elephant and they scattered, or maybe looks like they were nestling with the berries. If we're taking a look at the map as a whole, though, a lot of gazelle over there. Again, this crossing I think will be critical. I think we're going to see some tool age units getting over, crossing over this, and really maybe doing some damage if both players wall this off. The elephant count is pretty even. See these 4 elephants over here, I don't really count those as being Tsuyo's, They are on his side of the map, but, I mean, he really only has this one, and he's getting it now. He should be finding these gazelle. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, no. Already. Let's get a little replay of that. Oh, no, that's not going to be... It's going to show up in time. I'm just testing out this replay feature I think... Oh, yeah, we're going to see that Vil die again. There we go. Oh, that's the Vil dying. Anyway, and no, I do not stream on YouTube. I upload these to YouTube after. I only stream on Twitch. So, MrMorec getting his elephant lured in pretty nicely. He does have the slight advantage in that his gazelle were lured to his pit. Tsuyo doing what you'd expect and putting a storage pit. But it gets really messy. When you do this, your wood pit is messy and your income is a little rough. But it looks like he's navigated this pretty effectively. These villagers here are pretty cleanly, working. I don't see too many troubles coming from that. Maybe this gazelle is a little unusable. You could get a bunch of clipping up in those. But other than that, both players looking pretty strong for now. That Vil loss for Tsuyo is a big deal. Now this builder is probably dock blocking. Or is he... Oh. No, he's going across. This guy's going on an adventure. Now this hill might have tactical importance, but building on it is a little bit harder as there are 3 lions on it. Sending just 1 villager for MrMorec. Okay, so he's going for the dock block. He did scout that out. 1 villager on the other side. We'll see if he stays here, or if... It looks like usually when you dock block, you build 2 docks here to completely cover this crossing. But dock block is too late. Tsuyo has found his way across, and that is a barracks. That's going to be brutal for MrMorec. Now, I think MrMorec has a... Yeah, MrMorec has a slight advantage. He's up 3 vils, but that might mean a slower time. This rush from Tsuyo might go unscouted. Now, this villager did make it across. Oh, and MrMorec found... Okay, so I think both players have found this crossing. Because I think Tsuyo crossed over here. I wasn't paying exact attention. But I believe both... Oh, and Tsuyo going for another. This is an odd placement for this barracks. It's a little dangerous. Maybe Tsuyo doesn't know about this crossing. Now, MrMorec, understanding the importance of food, has already gotten that fishing boat out. It's going to slow down his tool time. He's got some vills too. It's going to slow down his tool time, and the threat with that is that Tsuyo, I believe, is going to have a very fast time. And these... Okay, so yeah. MrMorec saw the villager, I believe, and is building defensively. Did this villager die? Crossing? Or did he just bring him back? Oh, there he is. He's fine. Tsuyo bringing another villager across. What? What is going on? Maybe he's bringing up one dock? What is this guy doing? See, these are the questions. Tsuyo with the first clubber out. MrMorec hits tool first. Maybe Tsuyo running into issues. Losing that villager. Not enough. Maybe too many vills on wood. Okay, but Tsuyo does get a dock block off. We'll see if he actually scouted this one out, because this is where MrMorec for sure knows about both crossings. But MrMorec has to deal with this aggression from Tsuyo. Tsuyo does have these clubbers out. He's going to be pushing. But still not tool age. These clubbers are just a bit of a nuisance. They aren't a real threat. If he goes into the wood line, the villagers are just going to hit him, kill those clubbers. Tsuyo still not tool. Finally hitting tool. So Metal Vill's back at home. But the dock buck going up for Tsuyo, and he is safe. He will have access to three shorefish with this dock. It's a lot of food. He dealt with these lions. Now, MrMorec with that beautiful pit over here, getting another gazelle push into it. It looks like... Okay, MrMorec getting a quick wall off. Is that walled? Yeah, that is walled. But Tsuyo's upgrade's just not coming in time. And I think MrMorec's going to get a severe numerical advantage on these barracks. And I don't think Tsuyo will be able to do much with these. Tsuyo's sending this guy on a journey. Hiding him. Where's Tsuyo's economy? Where's his food income? It's all this berry patch right now. He doesn't have any other food other than these two. And that's not enough for Axers currently. MrMorec, with the fishing boat and these gazelle, actually has enough food income, I believe, for 2 barracks. Scout ships out at nearly identical times. I guess they're willing to trade off their fishing boats, which I guess makes sense. Just shutting down that food can really help your axeman production, getting that advantage. This villager from Tsuyo is still just running around out here. And MrMorec, wow, that's surprising. MrMorec somehow got a lot of free damage off on Tsuyo's ship. Maybe, did he hit the dock? He hit the dock once or twice. Yeah, he hit the dock twice. So maybe that's what... Yeah, that's a lot of damage on this ship. Oh, and it looks like an Axer may have hit it. Scout ships only do even damage to each other. So with that 82 health, looks like that accident on the coast maybe did a number. Oh, and another ship from MrMorec. Ooh, this is looking tough for Tsuyo. Bringing a bunch of vills forward. Maybe he's going to build another dock? I don't know what he's up to. Oh, and this is exactly what Tsuyo needed to scout. And this is going to be devastating for him. Really, like, MrMorec getting access to these elephants, finding second crossing, has another dock over here. I don't think Tsuyo knows about this. Oh, no, he does. What am I talking about? He did find it now, but it might be just too late for that. There's another barracks here. What's Tsuyo gonna do? He's walking his vills around. He needs to find food. Maybe coming back on the sea, though. MrMorec not paying attention. Right-clicked on the dock. These vills running for their lives. The Axers have made it across from this. Oh, no. This is a disaster. Oh no. And this watchtower doesn't do much. See, it does have a little contingent here. But, like I said, MrMorec got that advantage really early by hitting tool that much quicker. MrMorec still winning the sea and killing off these vills. Oof. He did find these berries though, so that should give him a few more axemen. But this match is looking a little disastrous for Tsuyo here. What's he gonna do? I don't think he wins this fight, especially if he's not microing on the hill. Yeah. Some of his axers aren't perfectly hitting. It's gonna be a lost fight. Now, MrMorec's economy isn't in great shape, but he has clean access to wood, and these elephants. Man. Oh, and MrMorec finds the berries. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be the game. There's no way. Unless some miracle happens, I don't see how Tsuyo can come back from this deficit. Timeline's gonna be, yeah, the timeline is just severely in favor of MrMorec. Oof. Like I said, this second crossing, it's an oddity. It's very rare to see that on River 1v1. Usually there's just one crossing. But, you know, it's not always. The market going up for MrMorec, probably to get that wood chopping upgrade and a little more range on those. Now, these Xers from Tsuyo still pumping out. MrMorec didn't deal with the barracks, but I don't know where Tsuyo's economy has gone to. He's running it off to this wood line. It's gonna collapse. Oof. That's tough. That's tough. These Xers from Tsuyo, still not enough. Getting a Vil kill here is good. I'll check timeline real quick. Yeah, timeline is just heavily in favor of MrMorec. Vil high for MrMorec as well. Booming on the sea. He has control of the river. Tsuyo's hiding Axers in the corner of the map. This first game is most definitely over. MrMorec has a lot of wood income. Curious to see what he's doing with it. He's starting some farms, yeah. He doesn't need to build more ships, at least as far as he knows. Oh no. MrMorec spreading out, covering all the bases and all the food sources for Tsuyo. MrMorec maybe having a better map this game. Tsuyo not getting a very clean pit here with the gazelle. I mean, it was alright. And losing a Vil to that elephant lure, that's kind of brutal there. But with these Axers falling to these villagers, I believe Tsuyo will be essentially out of the game other than these. Those guys are very close together. Okay, Tsuyo making some headway on the sea. But it is far too late for that, my friend. Just one Axer running around. MrMorec chilling with a group of 5 Axers. Maybe feeling comfortable with his current lead. This is a tournament, however, so I don't expect players to resign immediately. Let's ruin. Man, it's a tough game for Tsuyo. Oh no! His Axer has 7 HP. These elephants have been absorbed into MrMorec's economy. Yeah, this game is, there's the mini-map if you want to see that real quick. Now remember, this is a best of 3. So Tsuyo does still have a chance. So actually, with a lot of wood invested in these, building another dock, what? I guess just trying to really secure this crossing, and it looks like he's gonna shore up this. His fishing boat is gonna get attacked by that one. Oof. Not too much to say about this, other than that this Xer is gonna get on the last remnants of Tsuyo's economy. That's all that remains, and this one fishing boat. He's running it. Bringing it over to the scout ships for help. This villager should live if he runs it like south right now. No. Oh! Wow. MrMorec paying attention, not getting too close to the sea there. I think we're going to see bronze from MrMorec pretty soon, unless he's just fully investing in the sea currently. Let's see why we wouldn't. He has access to these berries. I'll expect him to do so. Also, he is back on food. But this game is, Jeez, that timeline. Timeline speaks for itself on this one. The game is reaching a little bit of a lull as MrMorec. Oof. No. There we go. So finally resigns. Maybe a bit long, spending a long time. I'd say that little peak at around 15 minutes in the timeline. That's when MrMorec came across on the second crossing and got in on the wood line for Tsuyo. And that was pretty brutal for him. Alright, I'm going to jump right into game 2 without delay. Let's point to MrMorec, and oh, here we go. Tsuyo's back. Best of 3. So let's close this off. Just getting everything set up. Everything looks good. And game number 2, more standard this time with just one crossing. Here's the mini map for you to look at real quick. And this time, Tsuyo very far from the river, way up here at the top of the map. The river kind of curves away from him. MrMorec, oof. He's got access to wood. He has his gazelle. His bears are on the wall, but that's going to be fine. 2 more gazelle here, so he has a lot of hunt to work with. The stragglers are kind of but he does have this forest in the back. Tsuyo with his drags. Okay, he also has his forest in the back. Again, his gazelle are kind of up against this, wood line. So we'll see if he goes for that storage pit again. I believe he will, but I think that might be a little too slow. I think you really need to push the first gazelle patch into your town center to really get the speed on that tool click. That may have been what delayed him. Because you basically need the food income rolling as soon as possible on this map. Now, this crossing only has two crocs, that is a factor. Villagers can run by, but taking the damage while you run by can determine if you're allowed to build a barracks on your opponent's land or not. A hurt Vill can't really commit to that because a little scouting Vill can just whack on it. That's a weird forest pattern right there. It looks kind of cool though, right? I think that looks cool. Anyway, I guess that's not too important. The elephants. Ooh, wow. 3 for MrMorec over here. Three elephants over here for MrMorec, and okay, Tsuyo has 2 here. It's a little far to lure those. We'll see what he goes for, especially on current DE patch where it's a little bugged. Early lures are a little bugged, so it's rough to do large pulls like that. You can still get it though, and yeah, I see once again MrMorec understanding the importance of getting just a few of these gazelle right under the town center really early on and getting a couple vills on it. can really get you to that 500 food much quicker than if you go for, yeah, it looks like Tsuyo again is going to go for his wood heavy strat, where with a lot of these vills on strags, he'll be able to pit this a little quicker, but the food income will come in later. And also a little sloppier, typically, from my understanding. It's a lot easier. This is easier than it looks, you know, getting the gazelle under your town center like this in a nice clean manner. It's not the most challenging thing, and getting it clean is so important that I think you need to do it just about every game you play. Now, Tsuyo going for this pull again, and you can see it's going to get kind of messy. He's going to have to find a spot for the storage pit after killing all the gazelle, right? So once these are all dead, and look, like this one, there's a gazelle under this tree. It's hard to, like, right on my cursor. Oh, you can't see my cursor, dang it. Stupid Windows. There's a gazelle. There's a gazelle under this tree that I'm highlighting. And it's going to be really hard for him to get. And also now you can see his wood line is a little messed up. It's more important, I believe, to get a wood line like this. So maybe showing a difference in strategy. Tsuyo typically plays inland, in which this, I believe this play is a little bit more acceptable. But that's okay. I mean, it shouldn't be too big of a deal. I mean, last time he did get this villager in, and he got it in again, and he's going to disrupt the gazelle. Which, if MrMorec scouted this, you can see these gazelle moving in the fog. He may have seen that. It's usually a telltale sign that your opponent is there, and he's going to push these ones too. Oh, just barely. Narrowly avoiding it. MrMorec coming forward does find his berries, another berry patch, which is usually really good to get. Ooh, this time, Tsuyo being a little craftier, walling in his villager a bit, and getting a nice dock spot. Not going for the wall off. MrMorec maybe trying for a wall off again. He could be too late. Tsuyo this time looking much stronger with this. See, these vills are getting stuck, hung up. But maybe it won't be too big of a deal. MrMorec going for this second granary kind of early might hurt him a bit here. Not getting this dock up in time to really do an effective dock block. We'll have to see what strategy MrMorec goes for here. Some idle vills under town center, never a good sign. And his dock's way up to this side. Oh, but MrMorec's gonna spot it all. Oh, he's following the gator, which is just going on an adventure. And he sees the barracks. No. Tsuyo not finishing this. I would expect him to want to finish this dock. Yeah, there he goes. Maybe clicking off a little prematurely there. The dock's going up at exactly the same time. These players playing their minds out right now in this tournament. It's best of 3, and MrMorec could take the game if he wins this one. Could take the set if he wins this one, and he already has hit tool, and that's the speed. That's the speed I'm talking about. Getting those gazelle under, and look at this. He's got an 8-minute and 40-second tool. And what does Tsuyo have for his side? He has the clubman up, so you can assume that he's clicked. He has access to bears this time, so Tsuyo's map is much better than his previous map. He's actually going to be able to accomplish something here. Oh man, and that's brutal for Tsuyo. This stone wall coming in means that this wood line is going to be safe. He's going to be able to pump out onto the sea pretty uncontested. Oh no, and Tsuyo going the wrong way by just a little bit. Maybe he could have gotten in on this berry patch, and he's gone out. It's just going to be too late. MrMorec with these stone walls, really clean walls. And now this is when the game is going to take a different turn. We're going to have to see how Tsuyo reacts to this. He might already be committed to Axers. He may have clicked all the upgrades and might not realize in time to stop the attacks. Because at this point, I guess he needs to fight, but you're not going to get in with Axers anymore. Tsuyo with a really nice... Oh, that's more scout ship out there. Not finding anything. Didn't attack this boat, but I'm sure he'll loop back as soon as he notices that little red dot. Oh, and Tsuyo actually getting something. He got the Vil. He's come back for revenge. But we'll have to pay attention to... Oh wait, no, that was Tsuyo's Vil that just died, wasn't it? Never mind. I lied. No, I can't. I don't remember anymore. Whatever. That's not important. That's not the important thing. MrMorec has found these gazelle, and that's going to really help out his early income. Players duking it out currently outside of MrMorec's base. HP advantage to MrMorec there. Let's see. Okay, so Tsuyo this time is actually going to have food income to work with. So his Axe Rush is actually going to keep going. It's not going to just fall off immediately. Does he have anyone on stone? No one on stone yet, and no market for the upgrades. Right? Yeah, no market for Tsuyo on these upgrades. Now, oh, but the Slinger pestering a bit. But this little spot will be pretty safe, as MrMorec does have some ships out that he can come to attack and defend. Now, that's a lot of Axers. These two Slingers stand absolutely no chance against these Axers. They might get this one kill. Looks like no. That's a lot of Axers for MrMorec, and the timeline will, yes, also show that military advantage. Let's check one more time. Economies. Okay, this one they're actually equal on economy. So you're able to keep up this time. He found his food sources this time around. These elephants, he scouted them earlier, but I don't believe he'll be able to get them anytime soon. And I believe... Okay, so the Dockwalk has come across. This one should get up in time before. Now, an option for... Okay, so you're getting a lot of damage here. That's really good for him. Picking up a lot of kills here, but this scout should probably go down. He might commit it to just killing that. So he's sending another villager over. Crafty guy is Tsuyo, very aggressive player. He's sending a lot of vills over the crossing. Oh man. Now, looks like we might be transitioning into the period of river control. See, both with this wall off here, there's no real aggression coming out from either player other than on the sea. And MrMorec has an immense scout ship lead currently, as his woodline has just been unperturbed. It's really clean. He repitted it. Repitted it. Yeah, that makes sense. And the market and archer range coming up for Tsuyo, is he considering bronze? Or is he making... He can't be. He could be considering bronze. He's had these berries. He stopped making Xers. He made a few slingers. Did he really wall this villain? Oh my god. MrMorec's gonna come and wall the walled villain. With an Axer. Is he gonna keep the Axer? I hope he keeps the Axer in. This is... Wait. This is ridiculous. This is absurd. Let's take a look at this. So, Tsuyo has fully walled in this Vil, and MrMorec is double walling this guy in with an Axer. So that Vil's dead. Eventually, right? Eventually this villager will die. Eventually. So, the question here, did Tsuyo actually just click bronze? I think he did. Another archer range coming out. He must have clicked bronze. He can't be... He has to be considering copy, then? Maybe... No gold yet, but it's a little soon for that because the comp upgrade takes some time. I believe he has to have clicked bronze. And MrMorec with his slower food economy, because he had so many on wood this whole time, might not be able to click bronze, and his granary did get disrupted. I'm really interested to see who hits bronze first here, because Tsuyo is so far behind on population that at this point, I believe he needs a tech advantage, and it looks like that's definitely... It must have been it. I hope he didn't just click bronze, because if he just clicked bronze, he's going to be in a heap of trouble. Because he's not going to get anything done for a while here. So, quick walling his range in. Building another... There's a lot of ranges. But the axers from MrMorec could just walk back over. Doesn't he have a lot of axers? No transport yet. Checking out the sea real quick. Tsuyo still not really contesting the sea. And that's the bronze from Tsuyo. So this is a totally different game now. What's it going to go for? Still no villagers on gold, so I'm assuming it's going to be chariot archers to start this off from these ranges. But the question is, will it be enough? MrMorec has a severe villager economy advantage. So he's still just on the 21, and he sent like what 3 over to die. This one's completely idle. MrMorec playing defensively has the economy lead, and this dock's gonna drop. I hope for Tsuyo's sake that he can get some units up before then. Well, looks like he's going for Trade Archer, so he has to wait for that wheel tech to come in, and that takes roughly 2 minutes, I believe. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. It's gonna be a bit. It's gonna be a bit before he gets that tech. Now getting his stone walls up. So he's gonna try to wall this whole section in. Hopefully he remembers that MrMorec does have control of the river, and MrMorec always has the option. The controller of the river has the option for transports. So this is really, even if you wall right here for something, you can always just walk across. And the wheel upgrade does come in. It looks like he's going to get at least 1 chariot archer out in time on defense. I don't believe. Now on offense it's going to be tough, and MrMorec must have clicked as well, because he's now building his ranges to match, and the first chariot archers come out. This one comes out as well, so he does. He has enough to defend, I believe, with kiting. But does he know where these are? That's the question. He'll know now. He has the speed advantage for now. He needs to really make the most with these few units. And this one dying here is not a good sign for him. These axers coming around the wood line. This villager needs to run. This villager will die. And now the rest of his economy is currently open. But it looks like they're going to focus on that chariot for now. Oh boy. This is looking tough for Tsuyo. MrMorec has now hit bronze as well. And with these slingers to back him up. Does MrMorec have any gold income? Yeah, MrMorec's economy is still doing really well despite this pressure. Maybe Tsuyo getting a little greedy with these ranges. Maybe he would have been better served to build up at home. So now he's unable to defend this, sending all of his villas to this little corner. Man, the speed on that Bronze Age isn't really paying off just yet. And MrMorec's going to get the wheel soon, which means that these chariots won't really be able to do too much economy damage once that wheel upgrade comes in. No player mining gold just yet, so no copies for MrMorec. MrMorec opting to smack down on all the houses with the heavy wood costs of chariot archers. Building more houses again is pretty tough. I think Tsuyo is going to be struggling right now, and these axers are about to kill this farm, and then find the farmers. Farmers will be pushed away, and he's not paying attention. Losing these villas will probably mean the game. He has a very fragile economy. It's much smaller than MrMorec's. He can't afford. And yeah, here's MrMorec's army now cleaning up. And that's just about as rough as it can get for Tsuyo here. Excuse me. And the timeline once again is heavily in favor of MrMorec. And I believe that will basically be it. Unless Tsuyo has some crazy trick up his sleeve. His town center is getting wailed on. I know MrMorec is a player who checks the timeline frequently, so MrMorec must be feeling really comfortable with this. As he's made safe at home. Wait, where did that axer go? See, these are the questions I have. You know, this is the most important thing here. Is definitely how is this villager still alive? Let's see. Still no gold. MrMorec with the government center is now booming on 3 town centers, though. Cannot really say the same for Tsuyo. And with this wood line being found, that is the rest of Tsuyo's economy. And there's the GG. Take one last look at the minimap. MrMorec with a rather decisive and swift victory against Tsuyo. I think if we're looking back on it, it's definitely, I think it really comes down to, so Tsuyo was attempting to play